Guess who's ever coming to the stage? Put your hands together for my guy, Joe Buccino.
All right, how we doing? All right, come on, how we can do better than that? How is everybody? It's tough, man. I'm in DC. I live in DC. You guys live in DC. It's tough. You guys are here out. You're having a good time. We got a big work week. Some of you work for the government for now. Tomorrow, who knows? Who knows? It's stressful, man. Everybody's stressed out where I am. Everybody's stressed out. I checked today. We're only 49 days into this Trump administration. We're only 40. How many dog years is this administration going to be? You know, in 4 years from now, we're going to look like Jimmy Carter at the end of his life. We're all going to look rough. We're all going to look rough. I don't know. I tried to make friends. I made a friend here. Kelly, you still got my back? What's going on? You good? There we go. Okay. I got. It's tough here. Stay with me on this next one, Kelly. It's my job. My job during the day. Bear with me. My job during the day, I am a military analyst on Fox News. I am. I'm not a Trump, bear with me. Bear with me. I'm not a Trump supporter. Unless you people are, then I am. Then I'm too. Whatever. Okay, she's staring daggers at me right now. Oh my God. Oh my God. I voted exactly how you did. That's what I'm saying. Right? I don't know. I liked it. I used to like it. It was fun during Biden. He was an easy target. It was when they let me talk about. I only talk about the Middle East. I don't do politics. So does that help things? No? Okay. Here's the thing. You are like my daughter. Honestly, you're like my daughter. My daughter is, yes, you. You just went at the ground, yes. I talked to you before, yes, you. My daughter's very judgmental. She hates that I'm on Fox News. But I have to do it because of her. I have this monster tuition. My daughter, I have a 22-year-old daughter, and she's a junior at Yale. Okay. Well, here's the thing, is my daughter, she thinks she's better than me, right? She did something I could never do. She got into Yale. I did something she could never do. I paid for Yale. That you should applaud. You should applaud that. Yeah, that's right. It's much harder to do. Much harder. And so I can't quit because I got this $90,000 a year tuition I got to pay. You know, like I could be over here selling shirts. That's not going to put a dent in it. You know? So she's studying it's a crazy thing. She's studying environmental biology. All right, that's cool. She's cool. She's a cool kid. She's smart. But here's her plan. Maybe you won't be applauding when you hear it. This is her plan. She's going to graduate next year, and she's going to go to BU for her master's degree, another big tuition. Then she's going to graduate that, and she's going to go to Harvard for her PhD. And then she's going to go to Venezuela and build farms for underprivileged people. Yeah. I'll be honest with you, I feel like we could have gotten to that last step with a community college. I feel like with the amount of money we're paying on all this college, we could have just bought a village in Venezuela and made it to the mayor, you know? I don't know. I don't even know if they have mayors in Venezuela. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know. I told my daughter, I'm trying to do this now. This is like, I've been doing this for 10 months. This is like my dream, right? My dream thing. And so I told my daughter she came home over Christmas. And I said, I told her I'm starting a career in stand-up comedy at age 50. That was not her response. Thank you, though. She said, Dad, that's the dumbest thing you've ever done. I said, oh, you didn't know me in the 1990s. This is not even close to the dumbest thing I've ever done. In the 1990s, I was in an all-white rap group called 7 Days a Weed. Kelly, get this. We spelled days D-A-Z-E, like we were high all the time. You like it? We were terrible. I'll be honest, we were terrible. We were really bad. We were bad. My daughter calls this the saddest midlife crisis ever. I think she has a point. Here's how my stand-up comedy career is going. I did, in November, I did my first road trip, my first road gig. I drove from Alexandria, Virginia to Western Pennsylvania to do 20 minutes in a Cracker Barrel. Yeah. I didn't know this, Western Pennsylvania, they pay you in fentanyl, so. Now I'm addicted. The lights are on, but you're having like your own show there. The lights are like right on. I can see you. You're missing a good show. Everybody else is having a good time. All right. Stick with me. Stick with me. I got like 10 minutes left. Yeah, I did a show in, 2 weeks ago, I did a show in a Mexican restaurant.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh boy is right. They paid us in Mexican food. Well, hold on. They had to. You had to eat the Mexican food. You had to eat Mexican food before the show. And while I was eating my Mexican food, I saw the Mexican chef leave the restaurant and come back in with his food from another restaurant. When the Mexican chef at a Mexican restaurant does not trust the food, that is a sign you're going to have explosive diarrhea during your set. Yeah. So that's how this is going for me. It's going. I'm bonding with my daughter over history. I'm a history nerd, and I'm making her a history nerd. Any history nerds here? Yeah. Yes, my guy. All right, I turned you around then, huh? You were like, talk. No, I'm just kidding. We're good? You and I good? All right, you seem mad at me. I wish, come on. I'm a nice guy. We're good? You're a history guy? I'm a history guy. I'm a history nerd. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with Richard Nixon as a kid. And in high school, I started the Richard Nixon reenactment group. In high school, yeah. In high school. In St. Anthony's High School, all throughout high school, every Tuesday in high school, I dressed up like Richard Nixon and I reenacted his greatest speeches and his greatest debates. I did this every Tuesday, all throughout high school. I was a virgin until I was 32. I don't know if there's a connection there. I don't know, Ray, what do you think? Ray? Good. Ray has not moved a muscle in his face since I started. I lost him at Fox News. All right. This is a real thing I'm doing to help offset this tuition. I'm ghostwriting a book about LBJ. LBJ, yeah.
I know it's nice, really.
What was that? What'd you say? No, it's not LeBron James. It's not LeBron James. Somebody, I did this whole thing and somebody really thought this was what I was talking about. This is at NASA Community College. No. Lyndon Baines Johnson, our 36th president. Who said LeBron James? You did? Yes, sir. But you were joking around? It's okay if you weren't. Okay. Did you know that did you know that was President Lyndon Baines? If you're just learning that, it's okay.
I'm familiar with the name, but
Okay.
I couldn't tell you.
Okay. All right. Not the acronym, yeah. He was our, we're going to step out of the comedy and do a history lesson now. Lyndon Johnson was our greatest civil rights president. Yeah, he passed he did, yeah. You can applaud Lyndon Johnson. He's been dead 50 years, but... anyway, I'm writing a book about Lyndon Johnson, but I'm ghostwriting the book. So it's weird. Like they're paying me to ghostwrite the book, but it's a 700-page book. It's weird when you ghostwrite a book because my name doesn't go anywhere on this book. I do all the writing, I do all the research, but my name goes nowhere on this book, not even in the acknowledgments. So I started writing myself into the book. Yeah, like Joe Buccino passed the Civil Rights Act of 1965. All kinds of, I'm like Forrest Gump, all kinds of shit. All right. Maybe a few more things here. So, there's some military veterans here. There's got to be. There's too many people in here. Military veterans? No, literally none. I'm the only one. Okay, that's all right. What's that, buddy? Ray. Let's hear it for Ray. Ray, are you with us right now? Are you? Did you serve in the United States military? Yeah. You did. All right. That's all we're going to get out of Ray. Okay. I was in the Army. I was in the Army for a very long time, and I try to be. Here's my point. Let me tie these two things together. I try to be a good dad to my daughter because I joined the Army to find a dad. It's a bad reason to join the Army, but when I was a kid, I grew up in Queens, and when I was 4, my dad took a train to Long Island and never came back. Yeah, it sucked. And I didn't know, I thought he was coming back. I didn't know what Long Island was. I just thought it was some island that dads went to on vacation. You know, I'm thinking he's coming back, right? I think Long Island is some island, you know, with dads like mine hanging out, like a bunch of racist Italians, you know. But that's exactly what Long Island is. It's a bunch of racist Italians. I found that out later. So, my dad takes a train to Long Island, and he never comes back. And so, you know, it's tough. Yeah, I had to learn. I didn't really learn little like boy things, right? Like I didn't learn things that you learn as a boy. That's why when my wife was pregnant, I was glad it was not a boy. Like we didn't know what it was going to be. She said, you know, if we have a boy, you're going to have to teach this kid how to throw a baseball. I said, okay, somebody's going to have to teach me first. All right. Anyway, so I joined the Army looking for a dad, and sometimes it makes things weird, right? So I joined the Army looking for a dad, and my first combat deployment to Afghanistan. I have a lot of time in Afghanistan. My very first combat deployment, the commander comes down, big beefy commander. He has us around this map, and we're going to kill the Taliban. He's trying to kill the Taliban. I'm looking for something else, right? And he's like, we're going to strike the objective at 0300. We're going to have artillery come at 0400. Close air support at 0500. What are your questions? I said, how come you never told me you love me? I tried to find him afterwards, but he took a train to Long Island and never came back. All right. So just to bring things around, so I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to get into this, do this more. I can't quit the Fox thing because I got to pay this tuition. But my daughter's a hypocrite. My daughter's a hypocrite. Here's how: is that she hates that I'm on Fox News. Hates it.
But she takes the money.
But she needs the money. She needs the thank you. She needs the Fox News money. She doesn't like that I do this either because now I start talking bad about Trump all the time and I put it on my Instagram. And she's like, Dad, what are you going to do if you get fired? I said, what are you going to do if I get fired? I have a military retirement. I'm not going to do anything. I said, if you really want that PhD, you might want to think about an OnlyFans. Well, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Kelly, stay with me. I figure if I'm not going to put her through college, maybe some other 50-year-old man will, right? All right. Hey, if you supported me, I am at Joe Tells Jokes, Joe_tells jokes on Instagram. Please talk to me afterwards. Thank you. Let's bring up my man, Xavier.
Give it up for my boy Joe.